your leader in local coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
And welcome to Firth High School, the home of the Firth Cougars. Time for Bear Lake basketball as the Bear Lake Bears set to take on Firth in what should be an interesting matchup. Kind of give us an idea where we are early in the season. These Firth Cougars have split with Malad on the season. So this is kind of a barometer game, as they say in the biz. And see how the Bears can do in comparison to Malad. You would think, based on the one common opponent between Bear Lake and Firth, that Bear Lake would have the advantage. Bear Lake won a close, hard-fought battle, but won when they played against the Marsh Valley Eagles. And these Firth Cougars lost. In fact, lost handily to Marsh Valley. Marsh Valley beat him by about 21. Firth is what, 4-3 on the year?
3-2.
3-2. I math well. Firth 3-2 on the year. Bear Lake 2-2, if I remember correctly. It's their win. They got the win against Marsh Valley, the win against Rich. They're 3-2, so as well. Then the first game of the year, which was Malad. No, we didn't play Malad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Marsh Valley.
Marsh Valley, we split. We lost 2 to Grace. We beat Rich. Is that it? Just the 4 games? Okay.
Yep.
So 2-2. I was trying to have an extra game in there somewhere. Bears 2-2, Firth 3-2. And it should be an interesting matchup. You'd think Bear Lake had a slight advantage, but we'll know. You never know. We'll see when that when the game starts, how things go. So to wrap up what's happened so far tonight in Bear Lake, the girls C team won. The girls JV team, I'm going to assume, won. They were up big late in the game, last I heard. And here the boys C team won by 2, and the boys JV come from behind victory. They trailed the entire game pretty much and won it. They trailed by 4 going into the fourth quarter and won it by 4. So 49-45 was the final score. So congratulations. So far, a perfect night, 4 for 4 in games for the Bear Lake Bears. Of course, the girls at home hosting American Falls. They took care of business at American Falls early in the season, hoping to do the same again tonight. And the boys hoping to keep things rolling after the big win over Rich on Saturday night. No, it was the loss. I'm a week behind. The loss, trying to get back in track after the loss to Grace. So, Firth and Bear Lake here from Firth High School. Nate's looking at me funny, so let's just go to our keys to the game. Nate, let's throw it over to you.
Been a long few days, I can obviously see. Having a hard time there. I'm going to go, my key to the game tonight is just going to be, honestly, you got to out-physical Firth. Firth historically has been a team that plays really well on the inside. Really, really strong team, will beat you down. You got to come out here and play aggressive from the first whistle to the last buzzer. Got to come out, get rebounds, box out. Solid post plays are going to be the key to the game tonight.
Okay, Lisa, what is your key to the game tonight?
Well, I'm going to stick with my oldie but goodie, foul shots. We have still got to work on those foul shots. Better against Grace in Grace. We were 60% in Grace, but we still, especially coming down the stretch when those foul shots really do better.
Percent foul shooting.
Yeah, I mean, those are free. Capitalize on those.
This defensively, I can't fault us defensively. I'm happy with, especially with the shot clock. We're holding teams to pretty low again tonight, and I don't know that we'll see a player better than him this year. But we've got to have somebody else step up. Tonight in Grace, he was 2 out of 4 from the three-point line, and that's the kind of or 7 three-point shots tonight. If he's going to make close to 50%, I'd take him shooting 20 three-point shots tonight.
Yeah.
And the more we become a threat from the outside with Rhett Lloyd and Toby Flake and whoever's in there, Taylor Roberts, when he's in there, they've got. The more of a threat they can be from the outside, the more that opens up the interior. To step up and score.
Well, and just to point that out, looking back at the last game in Grace, just to go along with what you were talking about, Warner didn't take a single shot from the floor, not a single shot. He's usually a really good shooter, especially from underneath, on the rebounds, putbacks. Roberts, he didn't take a single shot from the floor. He had 3 points. They all came from the foul line, but he's usually a great night. So, yeah, we've got to see these guys that are typically really good shooters, especially outside shooters. We need to see more of that. I agree.
The offense is going to go through Bryson and through Christian on the interior. Christian 6'8". The offense is going to go through him and Bryson, and it should.
Yeah.
But if the outside shooters can start to get their game in the shots.
Yeah.
When you have Flake, Roberts, and Warner not taking a single shot in the game, you need to that needs to change. Between those three players, they should be putting up, I would say, 6 to 10 shots each, and not just 0 shots for the game for all three of them combined. And you throw Flake into that, and for 4 players to take a total of 2 shots in the game, that's not what we need when those players are out there putting up significant minutes. And so we got to have some other contributors. They're all very capable. It's a confidence thing. I've talked to several of them this week, and the reality is, it's a new coach, new staff, new philosophy on a lot of things, and these kids haven't played much together before. There's really only 2 players on this team that had significant varsity minutes last year, and that is Rhett and Bryson.
With that being said, though, at some point, somebody's got to step up. This team's got to click sooner rather than later, obviously. You're going to want this team to come out here, and the sooner they click, the more successful this team will be. So I get it's been a confidence issue, but that confidence has got to be coming up. It's got to start coming up soon. You've had a few games to kind of feel out the new offense, the new scheme. It's time for somebody to step up tonight.
And that's why we play these early season games. The good thing is none of these games count. The only thing they actually count towards is the postseason seeding, because they do the seeding of the state tournament based on the max preps rankings. So these games matter as far as that's concerned, but as far as the final standings and whether or not you qualify for state, these games don't matter. That's why you play these games against these non-conference teams, to try to get some confidence. And this is a game that could be one of those confidence-building games. This is a team they should beat based on common opponent with Marsh Valley, and we'll see if they can get it done tonight.
And kind of just like you said, it doesn't matter necessarily in the win-loss column what happens, but it's more of a pride thing. Like these guys, it's a lot more fun to ride on a bus ride home when you've won a game than to lose a game and ride home. Obviously, they're going to come out here, play with heart, and should be a good game tonight.
And speaking of bus rides, no rest. They just to preface the rest of the weekend after this game tonight. Ooh, big collision down the court during warm-ups. A couple Bear Lake players didn't see each other and knocked each other down. They're both okay. After tonight, it's the Flaming Gorge Classic for both the girls and the boys. They will play tomorrow afternoon. Boys play 4:20 and the girls at 6 o'clock, I think, are the varsity games. They'll play again on Friday. It's mid-afternoon, I think, for both teams on Friday. And then Saturday afternoon, both teams play again over in the Flaming Gorge Classic. We will not be on the air. We've said that many, many times in our broadcasts that those games will not be carried on SBI. We just have some conflicts. We're out of town. We're unavailable. And so I apologize for that. I do believe that the gyms that they're playing in, at least some of the gyms, have NFHS. You may be able to catch their games on the NFHS network. And so I apologize. We're not going to be there, but we just can't be everywhere all the time. So we're going to be out of town. The next game we'll have on SBI will be a week from tonight, when the Snake River Panthers visit Bear Lake in boys basketball. And that's the final game before Christmas break. And then during Christmas, these Firth Cougars come to town on December 29th. They'll make the return trip to Bear Lake. So those will be the next 2 games we broadcast after tonight. Kind of a break during Christmas. The girls don't play at all. The boys just have the 2 games.
I'll tell you what, hearing Bear Lake versus Snake River is a weird thing to hear. It sounds like it's 2013 again.
Well, get used to it. You know, we play them in girls and boys both this year and next year. They're part of the league. So I agree. It's kind of a throwback to the olden days, and it is what it's going to be going forward. Is next year Bear Lake, American Falls, Snake River, Marsh Valley, and then in a couple of sports, Preston. Just in volleyball and softball. So, anyway, so we thank you for joining us tonight on the SVI Sports Network. We will take a 60-second break and be back with more of the pregame show right after this.
Wherever your outdoor adventure takes you, stop first at You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier. Phillips 66 helps you live to the full on your next off-road adventure, fishing trip, or the next time you go hunting, camping, or hiking. And at You Save, you'll find so much more than fuel. Fill up on all the snacks and drinks that you need for the entire trip. That's You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier, where it's your convenience, our pleasure.
Take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt. You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakeddental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Live coverage of Bears basketball continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back to Firth High School. We got about a minute left before game time. The JV girls game ended with Bear Lake winning big by a final score of 48-33 back there in Montpelier. So the Bear Lake girls get a big win. Bear Lake in both C team and JV. Boys win both C team and JV. And both games getting ready to start on the varsity end of things shortly. And we'll try to keep you updated on the girls the best we can. As long as we're getting messages from back home telling us who's winning, we'll pass it along to you. But we're up here in the rafters of Firth High School. I kind of like the view from up here. It's a good spot they stick us in. And we're getting ready for some basketball. And I'm going to guarantee the team wearing royal blue and white will get the win tonight.
You're right.
You think? I hope it's the team in blue with royal in royal with white and black accents, not the team in white with blue and black accents.
Yeah.
But
I'm really that's a hot take right there. I mean, that one's fresh off the press. The team in the blue winning.
All right, before we get started, let's thank some of our sponsors. Our halftime sponsor, Caribou Ford. What do you love most about your Caribou Ford? Keeping it simple in Soda Springs and at CaribouFord.com.
Our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Visit BLMhospital.com.
Three-pointer sponsor is You Save Phillips 66. Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Our free throw line sponsor, Jacobson Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 208-847-2665.
Gunderson Ace Hardware, Ace the Healthful Place, located in Montpelier.
Napa Auto Parts, that's Napa know-how.
Northern Title, good deeds done daily. NorthernTitle.net.
Bear Lake Drug, a drugstore, and a great deal more.
Bear Lake Dental Care, where kindness and dentistry meet.
Simplot, committed to safety for their Bear Lake Valley employees and their families. Visit Simplot.com.
And Gary Tusher, CPA, Mountain Valley Dental, Stephen D. Hammonds, and Lenhart Distributing. Thank you for being our sponsors tonight for this broadcast.
And they bring you each and every game. We appreciate them, and hopefully the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard will be lit up tonight by the Bear Lake Bears, especially from the You Save Philly 66 three-point line and Lisa's key of the game, the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line.
Yeah,
an
we
important
want to
part.
say that a lot tonight, in fact. So
we want to say it with made shots is the goal, the hope, the wish.
Yes.
All right, we're getting ready for some basketball. Not sure what's going on. The teams are ready for national anthem. The officials are ready for national anthem.
Somebody lost the clicker.
The cheerleaders are ready for the national anthem. The crowd's ready for the national anthem, but there's no national anthem happening.
Somebody lost the clicker.
I'd say, hey, grab the AD. He should know what to do, but he's their head coach. Anyway, let's take a 60-second break, maybe even a 2-minute break. We'll come back. Hopefully they'll have figured it out, and we'll get this game started here on the SVI Sports Network.
Work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And You Save Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing. But it's the people that make the difference.
This new brand is going to represent who we are.
Honesty, integrity, loyalty, kindness, hard work, thoroughness. Nobody would buy anything without knowing they're getting it free and clear of somebody else's debt or problems. And that's the whole purpose of a title search, is to make sure that we can ensure clear title.
And it was critical that we have a brand that really describes that.
The team at the Montpelier office of Flying S Title and Escrow are ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction and are proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Visit Flying S Title and Escrow at 469 Washington Street or call 208-847-1300. Also available at fste.com.
All right, starting lineup is being announced. They finally got things figured out. And we've got the starting lineup for the Bear Lake Bears out on the court. Different change in the starting lineup. Two changes in the starting lineup. No Toby Flake and no Kason Warner in the starting lineup. Instead, Trayson Wright and Taylor Roberts out there. Starting for them, number 1, Levi Robbins. He is a senior. And number 3, that's Gabe Nelson. He is a senior. Number 4, which is Kason Sorensen, he is a sophomore. Number 10, Michael Adams, he is a junior. And I think number 11 was the final one, Eli Hyde, he is a senior. So they start 3 seniors, a sophomore and a junior. The Bear Lake Bears starting 4 seniors and 1 junior. Trayson Wright, the lone junior out there. Everybody else a senior on the court. And we talked pregame about needing a little bit more offensive production. And I do think Roberts and Wright are a little bit bigger offensive threats than Flake and Warner have been. You do give up a little bit of size without Warner out there. So we'll see.
Yep.
Christian Bush to jump it up, and everybody that steps in the center court circle against Christian this year just kind of lost to themselves.
Oh, okay.
And Gabe Nelson 6'3", and he's kind of looking up at Christian like, yeah, this is fair. And the tip, though, the ball went a little bit.
You're making me eat my hat a lot. You said this the last week, too.
I think that was a timing issue. So, anyway, the Firth Cougars control the tip. Here we go inside to Hyde. Hyde defended the well by Bush, up and misses. Then the rebound goes to Rhett Lloyd, who's fouled. So Hyde misses, Lloyd rebounds. 11 misses, 11 rebounds.
And Robbins picks up the foul for Firth.
So Lloyd and Crane with the ball in the backcourt. Breaking the press. And Lloyd now has it. And they'll set up. They'll continue to set up the press. A little bit of a bump, no call. Roberts with it over on the wing. Goes to Crane on the foul line extended. Back out to Lloyd. Lloyd will come across the screen, go to Roberts. Roberts back to Lloyd. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. To Crane on the foul line. He goes around the screen. Foul line jumper up and no good. Rebound tipped around, taken down finally by Robbins. Here come the Cougars. Sorensen with it. He has the ball knocked away. It's out of bounds. It'll remain Firth Cougar basketball. And the ball comes into the backcourt to Robbins. They'll set up the play. 0-0 score. 1 minute gone in the game. Here's a long 3-ball on the way. No good. Rebound is going to be Trayson Wright in the corner. And that was Adams taking the 3-point shot and missing. Lloyd now to Crane. Crane cross court to Roberts. Roberts for 3. Yes! That's what we want to see is those Phillips 66 U-save 3-point makes. And that's what Bear Lake's been lacking, is that the ability when Crane kicks it out to make him pay from the outside. Taylor Roberts did a great job of posting up, making himself ready, and the Bears now playing stellar defense as Robbins has it clear out in 3-point range. Now to Adams on the baseline to Hyde. Hyde dribbles. He'll pass back out. Hand in his face, 3-point shot missed, but rebounded by Adams, and then he's going to go back out to Hyde. Hyde with the baseline jumper. It's no good, and Roberts runs down the rebound. So a couple of misses on that possession for the Firth Cougars. Here comes Crane, wide open from 3. No good. Rebound tipped away from Bush, out of bounds. It is off of the Firth Cougars. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. 5:59 left in the first. 3-0 Bear Lake, courtesy of a Taylor Roberts. Phillips 66 U-save 3-point shot. So Lloyd will trigger in the corner. He'll come in. Oh, Roberts falls down, coming around the screen. Tripped over his own man. Now Lloyd for 3. No good. The bank's not open. Roberts with the rebound. Put back. No good. Bush tries to tip it out. Doesn't get it. Robbins comes down with it all the way to the other end. Up and no good. Trayson Wright secures the rebound. Roberts with it. Bears have numbers if they push it. Roberts down the lane, up, and no, they called the offensive foul. The shot went, but they called the charge.
Great move, though, by Roberts. I like the hustle.
The aggressiveness of the Bear Lake Bears, they're getting the rebounds, they're pushing the ball. A good start to the game, even though the scoreboard is just 3-0 in favor of the Bears. I think so far I like the hustle and the aggressiveness.
They got the foul. What's the problem?
I think they put the foul up on. No, they put it up on. They've
got it on the right person. At first I thought they had it on the wrong one, but maybe a question on if the basket was good, which it was not.
Yeah, the foul came before the shot. Robbins will get it in now to Sorensen, and Robbins will now go to Adams. Bears putting on full court pressure. Cross court to Robbins, now to Hyde. And Taylor Roberts tips it. Crane comes down with it, tries to go ahead to Roberts. Hyde steps in, but the Bears get it. Lloyd now out to right. And to Lloyd, the Bears will set the offense. So a tip by Roberts, a steal by Crane. And the Bears have the ball. And now they're going to call a foul.
Ooh, that one's going on Robbins.
That's big. Their ball handler is going to have to take a seat.
That's his second.
Arriaga, Ricky Arriaga, I called that name several times in football, will replace Robbins. These teams met up in football, of course, a couple times last year. They met up again this year as Crane with it inside loses the ball out of bounds. Trying to secure it to go up for the shot. Could not bring it in. Turnover, Bear Lake. 3-0. 3 minutes into this game, and it's 3-0. Arriaga with the ball in the backcourt. He'll go across court to Adams. Now they get it in the front court to Hyde. Hyde will hand it back to Adams near the midcourt line. They'll set up the offense with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline. That was Sorensen. Now to Arriaga. Baseline to Hyde. Hyde with the corner three. It's good. And we are tied at 3. Only 2 made baskets. 3.5 minutes into the game, and each team has made 1 3-point shot. Lloyd will get it to Crane. And now to Lloyd. Lloyd will set the offense, get the screen from Bush. He'll drive, kick it to right. Now back out to Lloyd. Lloyd will back it out, set the offense. He'll drive, kick it to right in the corner. 3-shot ball on the way, no good. Long rebound, kick way out ahead to Adams. And he'll go down, put up the reverse layup, no good. Rebound is going to be out of bounds off of Bear Lake. It'll be first basketball. So the Bears did a good job to get back on transition defense there. Timeout on the court. It's a 30-second. We'll take it on the SVI Sports Network.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing.
Wherever your outdoor adventure takes you, stop first at You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier. Phillips 66 helps you live to the full on your next off-road adventure, fishing trip, or the next time you go hunting, camping, or hiking. And at You Save, you'll find so much more than fuel. Fill up on all the snacks and drinks that you need for the entire trip. That's You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier, where it's your convenience, our pleasure.
Here's Jared and Lisa and the SVI Sports crew with more live coverage of Bears basketball.
3:56 left in the first quarter, and it's 3-3 is the miss by Adams, and the rebound goes to Crane quickly in the front court. Now he'll slow it down. Bears will set the offense in the corner. Flake, he'll shoot the three, no good. The rebound tipped and controlled by Warner, who gives it to Bush. Bush will dribble out and go to Crane. Crane will shoot the three, and it's no good. Bush with the putback. Nice rebound by Christian Bush. Bears take the lead, 5-3. Bears yet to trail in the game. They've held Firth just 1 made basket. We're 4.5+ minutes into this game. Sorensen now with the three on the way. It's good. Barely even tickled the bottom of the net. So they're 2 for the night on 3-point shots, but those are their only shots. And Crane gets it to Lloyd. And Lloyd will get it into Crane in the front court. Bears will set the offense back to Lloyd. Lloyd will drive down the lane, floater up and good.
And a foul.
Nice, they count it.
That foul goes on Hyde, his first.
So the Bears back in the lead, 7-6. Lloyd with the aggressive move down the lane, gets the basket and chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. 2:58 left in the first quarter. Lloyd gets that. Jacobson's Mountain Air. Foul shot to go. For all your heating and cooling needs, it's Jacobson's Mountain Air. Adams gets it into Hyde. Hyde, lucky he threw it away, but Arriaga was the only one in the neighborhood. He didn't even know for sure where he was throwing it. He kind of got lucky there. 3-ball away from Sorensen. Good. He's 2 for 2 in the last 2 trips down the court. And he's got a good-looking shot when he gets a chance. Flake with it in the backcourt. Now he goes to Lloyd. Lloyd into the front court now to Flake. And into the corner, Crane. Crane's going to drive all the way up and misses, but he's fouled.
That goes on Sorensen, I believe. We'll see what they call.
No, they went with Hyde.
Ooh, his second.
So now 2 first starters here in the first quarter already with 2 fouls. And Hyde wanted the charge, and instead Crane goes to the Jacobs Mountain Air foul line and gets the make. It's now 9-9. We're all tied up. Crane will have one more. And you can call Jacobson's for all your heating and air conditioning at 847-2665. Freshman Kilpack checking into the game for Hyde. He's a 6'4 freshman. Watched him play some JV. And Crane goes 2 for 2. Bears back in the lead, 10-9. Adams cross court to Arriaga. He loses out of bounds. Unforced turnover there. Arriaga just looked up court before he had a chance to secure the ball. Another timeout taken by the Cougars. It's another 30-second. We'll be back on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
You're watching Bear Lake Basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Bears lead it by a score 10-9. They have the ball after the turnover coming back in. And a good start to the game so far. Crane with only 2 of Bear Lake points, and they both come from the line, which is what we want to see. Crane's going to get his points. He's a scorer. He's going to get them. It's the rest of the team that needs to step up, and so far they have. As Lloyd drives, he's cut off. He'll bring it back out, go around the screen. And now to Crane in the corner. Crane, cut off, elevates, shoots, scores. Bryson Crane they thought they had him stopped. As quickly at the other end, they break the press. Gabe Nelson gets the easy bucket. He was all alone. It's a 1-point Bear Lake lead. That's the risk sometimes when you break the press, and they broke it quickly that time. Flake with it. He'll go to Warner, now to Crane. Crane for 3, leaves it short. He'll run down the rebound. Baseline jumper, no good. Christian Bush with the putback. Bush has 4. And the Bears lead is 3. Adams with it in the backcourt. He'll come into the front court. Go on the baseline to Nelson. Cross court to Arriaga. Underneath, all alone, Kilpack. Breakdown in the defense the last 2 times, and they've allowed easy buckets. The lead is just 1 point as we go back and forth. High scoring first quarter, 14-13. Flake now with it. Cross court to Lloyd. Now to Bush on the foul line. He'll drive, shoot. Oh, just barely miss, and then they call him for the foul on the rebound too. It was about a 7-foot baseline jumper, just rolled off the front of the rim.
Wright going to come back into the ball game, and Bush going to take a break.
So the Firth Cougars have only led once in the game at 6-5, have a chance to retake the lead here as they trail by 1 with 49 seconds left in the quarter. Adams back to Adams in the corner. He fakes the 3. He drives. He'll go to Nelson. Short jumper misses. Toby Flake on the rebound. Flake all the way to the other end to right. Right misses, and the rebound to Nelson, but they call the foul.
That'll go on Nelson, his first, and their 5th team foul. So now shooting. The Bears will be shooting.
Tracing Wright to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Heating and air conditioning, all of your needs. And Wright makes another one. Bears lead is now 2 at 15-13. And Roberts will replace Lloyd, give him an extended break over the quarter break. 31 seconds left. Bears will be on defense after Wright takes his second foul shot here. And he makes that one. So Trayson Wright with 2 points, and the Bears lead it by 3, 16-13. Adams will bring the ball in the front court. Now to Sorensen. Cross court to Adams, and he has to just chuck it out, and they're lucky they run it down. Sorensen with it, down to 18 seconds left, no shot clock. Sorensen to Adams, 3-pointer on the way, missed it. Rebound, tipped out of bounds by Warner, the last to touch it. Bears fans disagree, but that was one that was hard to disagree with because it was hard to really tell which one of them actually touched it last. 9.5 seconds left. Baseline 3-point shot by Adams is no good. Rebound goes to Kilpack. Now to Arriaga. He tries to go inside to Kilpack, knocked away. 0.3 seconds left. So they're going to just have to tip it. I guess you can catch and shoot, but with 0.3 seconds, it's got to be immediate catch and shoot. And they don't get it. It goes into Nelson. He doesn't even catch it cleanly. And the Bears are going to lead it after one quarter on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard by a score of 16-13. We'll be back right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakeddental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Jared and Lisa and live coverage of Bear Lake basketball.
As we get back to Firth High School, Wright, Lloyd, Roberts, Warner, and Crane will start the quarter for the Bear Lake Bears. The two guys in foul trouble, Robbins and Hyde, back in for Firth. Warner with it on the baseline, tries to go inside to Crane, throws away, out of bounds. Just a little bit too deep for him on the baseline. Crane couldn't run it down. And it will be a turnover. It's Firth basketball. Bear Lake leads by 3. Adams with the ball in the front court. Now he goes to Robbins. And now to Sorensen. He's made 2 long balls so far tonight. Hyde to Robbins. He's out in 3-point range, baseline to Hyde. Hyde comes back out top to Adams, now to Sorensen. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound by Cason Warner. He'll bring the ball into the front court himself, double dribbles with it. He stopped to make the pass, realized it wasn't there, took another dribble, turnover.
What number was that shot for Firth?
That was Sorensen, number 4.
No, Sorensen's not in the game. Oh, yes, he is. I'm sorry. Okay. Then we had, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm all messed up.
Robbins.
I got it.
Goes around the screen. Long 3 on the way. No good. Rebound to Trayson Wright. He'll get it to Lloyd. So the Bears doing a good job on the board so far tonight. And Lloyd to right. Right looking for Crane. He's going to go into Crane. Crane's going to make the turn move up. No good. Thought he had it. Just didn't quite get it over the rim. The rebound goes to Nelson. Sorensen all the way down the lane. Ball's knocked away from him. Now Crane tips it and it's going to go out of bounds. First basketball on the baseline. As he was trying to hit Adams in the corner, Crane knocked it out of bounds. Robbins will trigger baseline. 27 seconds on the shot clock. He goes into Nelson, up top to Sorensen. Sorensen will go up to Robbins. Robbins had the open three, doesn't take it. Hyde will drive the baseline, put it up, no good. A rebound to Gabe Bush, Christian Bush, sorry, wrong Bush. And
I've made that same mistake about 8 times.
And then Adams knocks it away from Roberts, and then all the way to the other end. Layup missed, but the rebound to Hyde, and he gets it to go. So the Bears did a good job in transition defense, but then couldn't get the rebound. And it's still a 1-point Bear Lake lead. Lloyd with it. And now he goes to Roberts, same spot as last time, protecting the ball this time, into the corner to Crane. Crane go back to Roberts. Roberts fakes the three, drives all the way to the hoop, in good for 2. Just took Adams off the dribble, got the easy bucket. Sorensen transition 3, in and out. Rebound to Crane. That's the risk if you take that early shot. Nobody there to clean up the boards. The Bears get the easy rebound. Crane now to Lloyd and to Wright. Wright will go baseline to Crane, inside to Bush. Bush has the ball taken away from behind by Nelson. Robbins coming into the front court. Bears up by 3. He goes to Adams. Adams will come way up top to Robbins. Robbins going to drive, kick in the corner. Sorensen 3 on the way, no good. Wright will clean up the rebound. So Sorensen made 2 in a row, and he's now missed several as Bush goes all the way in, has his shot blocked. And Bush says, no, he hit my arm. He's not tall enough to block me, but they say it was clean. And with 5:10 left in the half, 2 near steals by Bear Lake, and then there's a shot. So Roberts knocked it away, couldn't secure it. Crane knocked it away, couldn't secure it. Adams drives the lane, gets the shot, gets the foul.
Foul goes on Lloyd, his first. Coming back in the game for Firth is Arriaga, and just Arriaga. Who left us?
Hyde. Sorry, who did leave? Oh, Nelson, number 3.
Thank you.
Adams can tie it up from the foul line here. He does, and we are tied at 18. He has 3 points on the night. And in for the Bears is Anderson, replacing Lloyd. Anderson now to Crane in the front court. Crane will dribble down the lane all the way to the basket, and they call the offensive foul that time.
That's his first and second team foul on the Bears in this quarter.
And Hyde took a big risk there. If they would have called that another blocking foul, which they could have gone either way there, it would have been his third. So the Firth Cougars have the ball in a tie ball game, and Adams with it. He's going to go corner to Arriaga. Back out to Adams, cross court now to Robbins. Robbins 3 shot, no good. Roberts secures the rebound. He'll bring the ball into the front court. The Bears have the ball now in a tie ball game. Now to Anderson. Anderson to right, wide open, 3 on the way, in and out. And Bush tips the rebound, but he can't. There's no Bears at home. And all the way down the other end, and unimpeded to the hoop. Sorensen gets the layup. A couple of Bears there, but neither one of them got a body in front of him to stop him, and he was able to make his way to the hoop. And it's a 2-point Firth Cougar lead. Crane with it out in 3-point range. Now I'll go to Anderson. Anderson looking for a cutter. Instead, I'll go up top to Roberts. Roberts back to Anderson on the foul line to Bush. Bush to Roberts. Baseline, Crane. Crane's going to drive up and no good. Gets his own rebound off the one-handed. Didn't even come down off the glass and ties the game. We are tied at 20 with the 6th point from Crane. And then Sorensen drives all the way in. Air balls the layup. Crane with the rebound. Quickly into the front court. He'll pull it out. Oh, nice spin move.
Beautiful.
Up and under move. Wow. Crane with 8. He scored 4 in the last 2 possessions. The Bears retake the lead by 2 with 3:10 left here in the first half. Baseline, it goes to Sorensen up top, Arriaga. And now on the opposite wing to Adams. Cross court to Arriaga, still on the wing in 3, inside to Hyde. Hyde up and over Bush, no good. And then a foul.
Yep. That's going to go on Mr. Sorensen, his first. He just pushed Crane to the floor on the rebound.
So that's the effect of somebody being 6'8". Hyde had about an 8-foot baseline jumper and missed everything trying to get it up and over Christian Bush. And Bears have the ball in the 2-point lead. We're under 3 minutes to play in the first half. 22-20 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Lloyd with it. Flake back in the game and Warner back in the game. Roberts, and then a bad pass. Sorensen takes it away from behind. He goes to Robbins. Robbins off the glass, and we're tied. So Wright and Roberts checked out.
And Anderson.
Oh, yes, and Anderson, you were correct. Crane at the foul line. He'll back it out. Get the screen from Bush, down the lane, up and in. And Bryson Crane has kind of taken over the last couple minutes. He has scored on 3 straight possessions for the Bears. 2:05 left in the first half. Bears lead by 2, 24-22. Robbins with it. He'll go to Arriaga. Baseline to Sorensen. Sorensen up top to Robbins. Fakes the 3, drives, goes underneath to Sorensen. Easy bucket.
Great look there by Robbins to see Sorensen underneath the basket alone.
He went up like he was going to take the shot, so the Bear Lake defense collapsed on him. Timeout taken by the Bears. We're tied. We'll take it with them. It is a 30-second on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Live coverage of Bears basketball continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
We were looking for a more balanced attack when we started the game, and we've had it so far. Taylor Roberts with 5, Brett Lloyd with 3, Bush with 4, Wright with 3. Bears have put up some points. Wright with 2. Bears have put up some points tonight. 24-24 ball game. Anderson checks back in after that timeout. He'll have the ball. And Flake with it. It's Crane that checked out. Lloyd will drive the lane, kick to Flake. Flake, 3 ball on the way, misses. Rebound goes to Arriaga. Quickly up ahead to Sorensen. Firth likes to push the ball quickly. It's a tie game. Arriaga down the lane, jumper up, no good. Gets his own Sorensen gets the rebound and the putback. Again, Bush affected the shot, but because he went. Because of the defense position he had, he was able to get the rebound. Led to an easy putback there by Sorensen. Lloyd with it. He'll go inside to Bush. Bush turn around and good. Once he got a hold of that one, there was no way Sorensen was going to stop him. He gives up almost a foot, and we're tied with under a minute left to go in the half. Adams. He'll go up top to Arriaga. Across to Robbins. Robbins with the lob to Adams. And good. The alley-oop, he never came down. 2-point lead. Robbins is a passer.
Yes, he is.
And now to Lloyd. To Flake out in 3-point range. And he'll hand it back to Lloyd. Bears will have to shoot. There is about an 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Anderson with it. He'll go to Flake on the foul line. Now to Lloyd. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back out to Flake. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Lloyd's going to drive the lane, kick it to Warner. Warner will shoot. Yes! At the buzzer. We're tied up with 4 seconds left And then Arriaga has it. They won't get a shot off. Nice defense by the Bears. Don't allow a last-second shot. We'll go to halftime, all tied up at 28 as Kason Warner gets the ball to go at the shot clock buzzer to tie the game up. We'll go to break. We're tied at 28. We'll be back in 2 minutes to give you the halftime stats here on the SVI Sports Network.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help, Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And you save Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Your leader in local coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
And it is halftime, so welcome to the Caribou Ford Halftime Show. What do you love most about your Caribou Ford? Keeping it simple in Soda Springs and at CaribouFord.com. We're all tied up at 28. Lisa, who's done the damage for the Cougars?
Sorensen leading the way with 12 points. He's shooting at 55% overall. 5 points for Hyde, 5 points for Adams, and then 2 for Robbins, 2 for Nelson, and 2 for Kilpack. That's a total of 28 points at half. They're shooting at 38% overall from the field, 9 out of 19 from the 2-point range. That's 47%. 3 for 12, 25% from the 3-point, and 100% 1 for 1 from the free throw line. They have 15 rebounds, 10 defensive, 5 offensive, 4 steals. They have also got just 1 turnover is all I have them credited for. That's probably not completely accurate, but
that's the stat that on this iPad, I really don't like the way it scores it, but it is what it is.
And so that's what they've got going on. Robbins has currently got 2 fouls, Hyde with 2 fouls. Then they just have 2 others with 1. Nelson has 1, Sorensen has 1. So no serious foul trouble coming into the second half.
Yeah, they had 2, Robbins and Hyde both had 2 fouls at the end of the first quarter, and it did play a factor. There were a couple times that Crane went down the lane, and Hyde kind of backed away from him a little bit. He did draw 1 charging foul, which was risky, but the rest of the time he kind of backed off a little bit to avoid that 3rd foul.
Yeah. All right, for the Bear Lake Bears, Crane leading with 10 points, Bush with 6, Roberts has 5 points, Lloyd with 3, Wright has 2, Warner with 2. It sure does look better to see those points spread out across the board tonight versus the other night. I think at halftime we only had 2 people in the scorers column, so it's looking a lot better tonight. They're shooting 44% overall. They're 10 out of 16 for 62% from the 2-point range. 1 for 9 from the 3-point range. That was Roberts. He hit that a beautiful three-point shot to get us on the board.
Yeah,
to
start
start
the
us
game.
off.
Yeah,
we're only 11% from the three-point range, but you know what? I'll take that because we are 5 for 5 from the foul line, 100%.
So we'd love to see more of those Phillips U66 U-Save three-point shots, but we'll take the Jacobson Mountain Air foul shots.
Yes, for sure. 19 rebounds, 12 defensive rebounds, 7 offensive. We've got 1 steal, 5 deflections. We've got 3 turnovers. We've got 4 people with 1 foul each. That's Roberts, Lloyd, Crane, and Bush.
So good first half overall for Bear Lake in a lot of ways. Obviously, they'd like the score to be a little bit more lopsided, but I like what they've done overall. More aggressive on the offensive end. You're seeing more people looking to score, not just depending on Crane to score.
Yeah.
Nate, what's your take for the first half?
Honestly, a really good first half. A bit of a slow start for both teams, but ended up being a pretty high-scoring, pretty competitive first half. A lot of run and gun. If I'm going into halftime and I'm Coach Ward, I'm going to want to, first of all, limit the second chance points. I feel like Firth has had quite a few points off of the offensive rebound. Still taking care of the boards. We've been getting some pretty good rebounds, but you're going to want to box out a little better, make sure to not give up any more second chance points. And also, you're going to want to get used to that fast tempo of play. This is actually a completely different Firth team than I remember. Run and gun, shoot the three, really. So we got to be able to run up and down the floor. I like the even scoring across the board for the Bears, and in the second half, if we can see more of the same, keep up with that high-tempo offense and box out, I like our chances.
Yeah, Bear Lake has rebounded well, and you mentioned the transition. They've shot 12 three-point shots, and several of those have been in transition when they had opportunities to slow down, look for a better shot, or maybe even take it to the hoop. Instead, they just pull up, they shoot the three. They like that outside shot. Only 25% in the first half. I think Bear Lake will be happy with that defense from three-point range, only 25%. But this is a team that transitions quickly. In fact, several of their points, when Bear Lake looked to have a little bit of a momentum, had a three-point lead, and transition points got Firth right back in it. They got a couple open looks and a couple possessions in a row about midway through that second quarter that kind of changed the momentum and brought Firth back into the game.
I mean, you think about it, historically, Firth has always been that pesky team. They're never going to give up. They're going to come out in the second half, and they're going to come out firing. So you've just got to be ready for that, have a counter in place, and be ready to go because they're going to come out and they're going to push it.
Okay, so that's going to pretty much do it for the Caribou Ford halftime show. We got about 3 minutes left before the second half tip-off. We're going to take 2 minutes of that, catch our breath, and we'll bring you the second half right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing. But it's the people that make the difference.
This new brand is going to represent who we are.
Honesty, integrity, loyalty, kindness, hard work, thoroughness. Nobody would buy anything without knowing they're getting it free and clear of somebody else's debt or problems. And that's the whole purpose of a title search, is to make sure that we can ensure clear title.
And it was critical that we have a brand that really describes that.
The team at the Montpelier office of Flying S Title and Escrow are ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction and are proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Visit Flying S Title and Escrow at 469 Washington Street or call 208-847-1300. Also available at fste.com. Wherever your outdoor adventure takes you, stop first at You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier. Phillips 66 helps you live to the full on your next off-road adventure, fishing trip, or the next time you go hunting, camping, or hiking. And at You Save, you'll find so much more than fuel. Fill up on all the snacks and drinks that you need for the entire trip. That's You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier, where it's your convenience, our pleasure.
Take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Live coverage of Bears basketball continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
And we're at halftime, wrapping up the Caribou Ford halftime show. What do you love most about your Caribou Ford? Keeping it simple in Soda Springs and at CaribouFord.com.
And the scoreboard brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Visit BLMhospital.com.
The three-pointer sponsor, You Save Phillips 66. Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure.
The free throw line sponsor, Jacobson Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 208-847-2665. And they're as reliable as Bear Lake was in the first half from the foul line. 6 for 6.
Gunderson Ace Hardware, Ace, the helpful place located in Montpelier.
Napa Auto Parts, that's Napa know-how.
Northern Title, good deeds done daily. NorthernTitle.net.
Bear Lake Drug, a drugstore, and a great deal more.
Bear Lake Dental Care, where kindness and dentistry meet.
And Simplot, committed to safety for their Bear Lake Valley employees and their families. Visit Simplot.com. As the Firth Cougars start the second half of the basketball, Sorensen fakes the three. He'll drive. He'll have to bring it back out. Now to Adams. Adams will drive baseline. Jumper, no good. Air ball, in fact. Run down by Hyde. They reset the shot clock and should not have. So Firth gets kind of lucky there, as that was an air ball. Adams now to Robbins. Robbins is going to go baseline. Adams jumper way short this time. Lloyd with the rebound. He'll bring the ball into the front court. So 7:20 left here in the third quarter. Bears first possession. We're in a tie ball game, 28-28. Right with it. He'll go to Roberts. Roberts being dogged out there by Adams. Now to Lloyd. Lloyd will drive. Go right to Bush. Inside to Crane. Crane up and under, fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot two.
That foul goes on Hyde, his third.
They triple teamed him and still have to foul him to stop him. When he gets it that deep in the post, about 5-6 feet away from the hoop, not much you can do to stop him at that point. Crane from the Jacobson Mountaineer foul line, rolls it over and in.
Arriaga back in the game to replace Hyde. Hyde to the bench with those three fouls.
And there's a big difference in their style of play. Arriaga more of a perimeter player, Hyde more of an inside player. As Crane 2 for 2. Bears have yet to miss from the foul line tonight. Knock on wood. You know, it doesn't. The announcer jinx only counts if they're about to shoot.
Jacobson's Mountain Air getting their money's worth tonight from the foul line.
Robbins in the corner. Arriaga open for three. No good. Rebound to Roberts. Bears have numbers as Adams fell. Lloyd with it. He'll take it to the hoop. Up and in. He's fouled.
Beautiful.
So Adams fell on that last rebound. He was laying down underneath the hoop.
That foul, by the way, is going to go on Nelson. There's second. Hey, let's really quick mention Gary Tusher, CPA, Mountain Valley Dental, Stephen D. Hammonds, and Lenhart Distributing. Thank you for helping sponsor our Bear Lake sports broadcasts.
And the timeout taken by Coach Adams. He took 30 seconds early in the game. He's now taken a full timeout. He's taken 3 of his 5 allotted timeouts so far. He didn't like the way the second half started with Crane getting 2 points from the foul line and Lloyd right there getting the hoop and the damage. He'll go to the foul line and have a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play. The Bears' lead is 4. They scored the first 4 points of this second half. And great balanced scoring for the Bears tonight. 5 for Roberts, 5 for Lloyd, 6 for Bush, and 12 for Crane. And Warner has 2, Wright has 2. Most of the Bear Lake Bears that have played in the game tonight have scored and contributed. It's exactly what we look for pregame. 2 of our 3 keys to the game have come true already.
I wouldn't even necessarily classify as somebody needs to step up. I think a little bit of everybody. You know, I think everybody really that's played tonight has pitched in at least a little bit. Seeing everybody get on the stat sheet, come out, make a couple of buckets, it's a great sight to see.
Yep.
So back at the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line is Rhett Lloyd with the chance for a 3-point play. And misses it.
That's why you don't say it, Jared. Can't ever say perfect over the air.
And they said, they called, I should say, a foul on the rebound.
Called that on Bush, his second.
So Robbins will bring the ball into the front court. He goes to Arriaga. Arriaga, baseline to Sorensen, back out to Arriaga, to Robbins, to Adams. Baseline to Sorensen. Drives, cut off. He'll come back up top to Robbins. Now to Arriaga and to Robbins. Bears extending the defense, not giving up much. And then it's knocked away by Lloyd, still on the floor, but Nelson will come up with it. And now the drive by Sorensen. The ball's knocked away and loose again. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Bears never got possession of it, so the shot clock never reset. Robbins wasn't aware of it. Shot clock went off as he was holding it clear out near the scorer's table. Bears defense has yet to allow points in this second half. Bears lead is 4 with 6 minutes left in the half. In the third quarter, I should say. As Crane with it up high, inside to Bush. Bush in the corner to Lloyd. Lloyd open for three, misses it. Rebound to Wright, up and in. Trayson Wright cleaning up the board, getting the deuce. And the Bears lead is 6. Up ahead to Adams. They try to transition quickly. Bears knocked it away. Lloyd gets the steal. He's going to go ahead to Roberts. Roberts gets called for the travel.
Oh, darn.
And that's not that official's call. He was behind the play. It looked bad from behind. From this side, you could see he didn't have the ball. But so Roberts' layup is taken away on the travel call. 6-point Bear Lake lead. 5:25 left here in the quarter. Adams going to go baseline to Sorensen. Sorensen has the ball knocked away, but he gets it back. Up and under move, and no good. Rebound to Roberts. Foul on Sorensen.
Sorensen picking up his second.
So the Bears have been aggressive to start this second half on the rebounds. That's what I'm looking for on the boards. They've cleaning up the board as well. Trayson Wright is going to hand to Lloyd. Lloyd throws it away, and Robbins is going to come away with it. He's going to hit the layup at the other end. So the first 2 points over 3 minutes in the half for the Firth Cougars. It is a Bear Lake 4-point lead at 34-30. Bush with it out in 3-point range. He'll go to Lloyd. Lloyd will get the screen from Crane. He'll drive all the way in, up and in. Nice play by Rhett Lloyd, high off the backboard and in. Lloyd now with 7 points on the night. Adams to Nelson. Nelson shot blocked by Crane. Knocked clear almost out to half court. And then Lloyd gets the steal. He'll go all the way in, and he's fouled. That's big because it's a foul on Robbins.
That was his third.
Flake and Warner set to check in after the first foul shot. 4 team fouls already early in this quarter on the Firth Cougars. Only 1 on the Bears. So the Bears will shoot 2 the rest of the way. Lloyd's foul shot is good. Bear Lake lead to 7.
Kilpack coming in to replace
Arriaga.
And Warner and Flake in for Roberts and Wright.
And Lloyd will have another. The lefty is good. So the Bears have scored 10 in the quarter. They've only allowed 2. They've pushed their lead to 8 with 4:15 left here in the third quarter. Robbins with it on the wing. He's going to go out to Sorensen. Sorensen back to Robbins. And cross court now to Adams. Bears forcing them out. Kilpack, the freshman, looking, needs a lot of help. Goes to Sorensen. Sorensen in the corner to Adams. Adams long 3 on the way. Good. So Adams cuts the lead to 5 with the long 3 from the corner. Crane with it. He'll drive. He'll go inside. Knocked away. Intended for Bush. Not quite high enough from him. Nelson knocks away. Adams comes away with it. Robbins quickly to the other end. Transition 3 on the way. Good. So 6 straight points for Firth. Back-to-back 3 balls. That's how you get back in the game quickly. Crane with it. And he'll set the offense to Lloyd. Lloyd back between the circles. Now to Crane. 3-point range. To Lloyd on the wing. He'll get the screen from Bush. He'll drive. Oh, they called the charge. That was a risky play if you're Robbins. If they would have called out the other way, he would have had his 4th. Instead, it goes on Lloyd.
Lloyd's second team foul for the Bears in this quarter.
So Firth was down by 8, and all of a sudden, just like that, if they get another 3-point shot, they could retake the lead as they've made 2 straight 3-point buckets. Robbins around the screen, goes to Sorensen in the corner. Adams, 3-ball on the way, no good. Rebound by Kilpack, and he has his shot blocked. And Robbins runs it down near midcourt. Now to Sorensen, he's 3 on the way, no good. Rebound taken down by Crane. So a couple good looks there by the Firth Cougars. They couldn't knock him down. Crane with the rebound all the way to the other end, up and in. Bryson Crane got the rebound, took it all the way the other way, gets the deuce. The Bears lead back to 4. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Adams with it on the wing. He'll go into Kilpack in the corner. Inside, tries to get it to Nelson. Crane comes up with the loose ball. Bears get the steal. Bears have the lead by 4. Crane will come down, fake the 3, go to Lloyd. Bears will back it out, reset the offense with 2:10 left in the quarter, 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Warner with it in 3-point range, goes to Crane. Crane looking for the cutter inside. He'll drive. Up and under move is good. Crane with 16. The Bears lead just like that, right back to 6. Just a minute ago, the Cougars had a chance to tie or take the lead. Bears extended the lead back to 6. In the corner, it goes to Adams. He'll drive baseline, stopped. Robbins for 3. It's good. So they have made 3 3-point shots. Their last 9 points can come from the long ball. But the Bears lead is still 3. Crane with it, now to Lloyd. A minute and a half left in the quarter. Bears up by 3. Lloyd very patiently waiting for the offense to set up. Now to Crane. Crane, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Kilpack. And here come the Cougars. Adams with it quickly up ahead. Cut off. He'll have to come back out to Robbins. Robbins to Adams. 3-point shot on the way. No good. Right into the hands of Crane. Air ball on that one. They got a little greedy. The 3-point shot had been falling. That time it doesn't. Crane, he'll fake the 3. Up and under move and in. Again, Bryson Crane. 8 points here in the third quarter alone. 30 seconds on the shot clock, 45 seconds on the game clock. Robbins with it. Bears lead is 5. He'll come across to Sorensen. Sorensen, 3-ball on the way. Yes!
With
wow.
a hand in his face, even.
In fact, Crane almost blocked that. The 3-point shot is the only reason this is a ball game. Is the Firth Cougars have gone red hot from 3-point range. Their last 4 baskets have been 3-point makes. They've scored 12. Crane out to Lloyd. Lloyd will shoot the 3, no good. Kilpack runs it down the corner. 4 seconds left. Robbins is going to have to hurry. Goes to Adams. Adams will shoot the 3 at the buzzer. Yes!
Oh, he banks it in!
Wow! They make 5 3-pointers in the second 4 minutes of the third quarter to take the lead by 1 at the break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter on the SVI Sports Network.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Jared and Lisa and live coverage of Bear Lake basketball.
Well, your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard shows the Firth Cougars in the lead 45-44, courtesy of the Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot for the Firth Cougars. They were 5 out of 8 in the quarter from 3-point range, scored their last 15 points of the quarter and 15 of their 17 third quarter points from 3-point range. And so the Bears, who had a lead of as many as 8 in the quarter, trail by a point. And Bears start with the ball. Lloyd out there with Warner, Crane, Bush, and Flake. Warner with it on the wing, looking for the cutter. He's going to go to Lloyd. Lloyd inside to Crane. Crane up and under move is good. Can't stop him. He's got 10 second half points. He's got 20 in the game. The Bears lead again by 1. And Robbins with it in the front court. Just resetting the offense. Looking. He'll go to Sorensen, now to Adams, and back up top to Robbins. Hyde back out there with his 3 fouls. He sat most of the quarter. Nelson on the baseline to Hyde. To Adams, to Sorensen. He'll shoot the 3. Yes!
Oh,
6 of 9.
Miss. Wow.
In the second half, they are 6 out of 9, and they have the 2-point lead. The Bears trading buckets with them. In fact, Bears shooting more shots, but they're getting the 3. Bears getting the 2. Adams gets the steal, goes all the way the other way, and then Adams gets the rebound and travels with it. Hyde, as Adams stole the pass, went all the way, missed the layup. Hyde went up high for the rebound, fell coming down with it, and gets called for the travel. 48-46, 2-point Firth lead on 6 of 9 shooting from 3 in the second half. They have 20 second half points. Another steal almost for Nelson. They do call it, and that's just a bad pass by Lloyd.
Yep.
Nelson just stepped between Bush and...
That's the second time, actually. It happened exactly the same way last time.
And so Robbins, with the 2-point lead for the Cougars, will bring the ball into the front court. Sorensen, oh my gosh.
They cannot miss from
that
the
was
other
an
arc
NBA
right
three-pointer heat check. 7 out of 10 in the second half. Full timeout for the Bears. We'll take it on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital.
You're watching Bear Lake Basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Bears trail by 5 as the Firth Cougars are red hot from 3-point range. I think they could throw it up there with their eyes closed right now and make it. In the second half, they are 7 out of 10.
Unbelievable shooting.
That's just getting hot at the right time. I mean, you can't play defense much better. They're just knocking down all the looks they're getting.
Anderson checks into the game at the timeout. He has the ball. He's looking for some help. He'll dribble across the top, go to Lloyd. The Bears have played well offensively and defensively. Bears are getting 2-point shots, and Firth is getting 3-point shots. That's all there is to it. Anderson goes inside to Bush. Bush goes baseline. Up and under move, no good. It was a good move. Rebound out of bounds off of Firth. Great move by Bush. Just didn't get it quite over the rim. 6:01 left in the game. Bears trail by 5. Ball comes into Crane. Now on the baseline to Lloyd. He'll dribble out and set the offense. Robbins defending him. Now to Anderson. Anderson will come across the top, go to Lloyd. Bears being very patient on this offensive set. Lloyd will bring it out. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. He now gets it to Crane. Crane's going to drive the lane. Be cut off, go to Lloyd. Lloyd will shoot the three, no good. So the USAVE Phillips 66 three-point shot not falling for the Bears. It is falling for Firth, and that's the difference. Robbins shoots a two, which is good for the Bears because they can't make the twos. And the rebound goes out of bounds off of Firth. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. If you're Bear Lake right now, you want them to shoot the two-point shot.
Yeah, do not leave them unguarded out at the three-point. You usually say push him out, but let him in, let him in.
let him drive. Lloyd will get it to Crane, knocked away from behind by Hyde. Crane runs it down the backcourt. And now to Lloyd. He'll dribble back out. We're under 5 to play. 5-point lead, and Hyde knocks it away again. And Lloyd at the other end blocks his shot, but gets called for the foul.
Lloyd picks up his third.
Same exact play. Hyde just stepped in twice.
Anticipating the pass, going to it.
Sends Hyde to the foul line. Lloyd thought he fouled him on the dribble. He's asking for an explanation from the official. The official said no, he was shooting. And Hyde misses the foul shot, so the lead stays 5 for Firth. Long scoring drought for the Bear Lake Bears as they trailed by 1 at the beginning of the quarter. They scored the first 2 points of the quarter to take the lead. Have not scored since then. And the Firth Cougars have reeled off 7 in this quarter to take the 6-point lead. Lloyd with it. He'll hand to Crane. Crane will come across the top. He'll drive, kick it to Anderson. Anderson will shoot the three, no good. Rebound by Crane, no good. He's knocked to the floor, no call. Rebound goes to the Firth Cougars. Nelson quickly to the other end, up and in. So the transition, they had numbers as Crane had been knocked to the floor on the shot attempt. As Lloyd comes all the way down, up to in dishes to Bush, who gets the 2-point bucket to make go, so only a 6-point lead. Bush has his 8th point. Robbins with it. And now to Adams. Into Hyde. Hyde gets it up and in. 2-point make. That's a rare sighting. A 2-point bucket for the Firth Cougars.
2 in a row for them.
Here's Lloyd calling for Bush to come out and get the ball at the 3-point range. He'll now go to Anderson. Anderson to Crane. Crane down the lane, up, no good, gets his own rebound, chips it, no good, rebound goes to Robbins. So Crane couldn't get it one to go on that possession. Here comes Sorensen all the way down the lane to Adams, up top to Robbins. Robbins for 3. You know it.
It's almost comical at this point. They can't miss from beyond the arc right now.
Wow.
Talk about saving your best for last.
I'll bet you could leave him out there completely unguarded and they wouldn't go 8 for 11.
Whew.
And it's not like Bear Lake defense isn't there. Full timeout taken by the Bears. We'll take just a 30-second because it's part way into it now, and we'll be back on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And USAVE Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Jared and Lisa and live coverage of Bear Lake basketball.
Bears trail it by 11, 59-48 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard because the Firth Cougars cannot miss from 3-point range.
Moly is all I can say.
And I'm not going to say.
I said just a minute ago, let him in. Don't let him in either. Don't let him out. Don't leave him unguarded.
You really can't. You can't be mad at the effort by Bear Lake tonight. It's more or less just Firth got hot when they needed to. They came out and taken over this game by way of the three-point shot. They can't miss right now.
And we've gone cold. We got to heat it up.
Meanwhile, in Montpelier, 41-21 Bears win.
Good job, Lady Bears.
Blowout win for the girls team. The boys team down by 11 after taking the lead here early in the fourth quarter. It's been all Firth since then just because they can't miss. Taylor Roberts with the ball. He'll hand to Crane. Crane will go to Lloyd. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lloyd in the corner to Crane. He'll shoot the three. No, short. Rebound out of bounds. So Bear Lake went ice cold, and the Firth can't miss.
Wright coming in for Anderson. And the starters back on the floor for Bear Lake. And the starters on the floor for Firth.
So here we go. Robbins will bring it into the front court. 2:40 left in this game. In the corner, he goes to Sorensen inside. Blocked from behind by Roberts, and the rebound to Bush. Adams looked to have an easy deuce right there. Good defense. Lloyd around the screen. He'll shoot the three. Yes! The Phil 66 three-point ball finally goes in favor of the Bears. The lead is 8 for Firth. 2:20 left in the game. Bears are going to have to pick up the defense here. Sorensen with it. They'll take their time. Crane nearly steals it. Knocks it out of bounds. Goes into the Firth bench. It will be Firth basketball with 24 seconds left on the shot clock right in front of their own bench. Sorensen will go in the backcourt to Robbins. Robbins will go to Nelson. He'll go to Hyde. Hyde will drive in the corner to Robbins, up top to Sorensen. Sorensen all the way to the hoop and loses the ball. Crane takes it away. Crane quickly into the front court. He'll stop. No, the Bears will set the offense. Lloyd will shoot the three. No, air ball on this one. Kind of rushed it. The Bears have to move quickly, and he misses to the left. He hit a three on the last possession. Didn't get it to go there. It'll be Firth basketball on the baseline with 1:48 left. Adams in the backcourt with it. He'll go to Robbins. Robbins against Lloyd into the front court. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Adams will drive. He'll be fouled. I think they call the reach in.
That goes on Taylor Roberts, his second.
I thought they called the reach in on Wright as he went by. Instead, they called Roberts with the foul. The Bears have got to pick up fouls right here and stop clock. If not, this game's going to be over.
They've got 3 to give before they're shooting. Well, 2 to give before they're shooting.
Sorensen will drive. Now to Nelson, now to Adams. Adams around the screen, goes to Sorensen. Sorensen will drive down the lane, cut off there by Roberts. Up and no good. Rebound to Crane. And the foul goes on Sorensen.
His third.
So the fans don't like it. Crane went up really high to get it, and they want it over the back. You got to make contact to get the over the back foul. Crane just went up higher. And so it'll be a timeout taken. It's a full. Will be taken on the SVI Sports Network.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Your leader in local coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Bears trail by a score of 59-51. Firth just got red hot from downtown. The Bears jumped out to an 8-point lead early in the third quarter, and then Firth just decided to shoot the lights out. They cannot miss here in the second half. Bears have scored 23 second half points themselves, but Firth has scored 31, and most of them, 24 of that 31, have come from the three-point line, as they are 8 for 11 in the second half. Lloyd around the screen and taking too much time on this possession, and it's Crane has it. He'll back it out. 16 seconds on the shot clock as he elevates from 3. No good. Rebound goes to Hyde, and I think this one's over. We're under a minute to play, and it's a 3-possession game. Robbins will drive now to Sorensen. Sorensen gives it to Adams. Adams to Nelson. Nelson to Hyde. Hyde to Adams, and finally Crane reaches in, gets the foul.
It's his second.
But that resets the shot clock to 35. There's only 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock now.
3 fouls for the Bears in this quarter, so they've got one more to give before it's a shooting foul.
And that will happen right there.
Lloyd with his 4th.
As they threw it into Robbins. Good news for the Bears, it's clear back in the backcourt now.
Yeah.
0.1 seconds is all between game clock and shot clock now. So Firth can run it out if Bear Lake doesn't foul. I think they'll foul quickly here. Roberts nearly gets the steal. And then he'll come down and he'll have to shoot to foul Robbins.
And he picks up his 3rd. Roberts with his 3rd.
So Roberts almost got the steal on that inbounds pass.
Did.
Good hustle by the Bears. This has been probably effort-wise one of the better games. This is Firth. I cannot criticize Bear Lake's effort.
No.
The shooting hasn't been there as much as it could have, should have been, as far as shooting percentage, but it hasn't been horrible. Firth just can't miss.
It's hard to stop. 9 out of, what did you say?
9 out of 12, I think, in the second half from 3.
Unbelievable.
And Robbins goes 1 for 2 from the foul line, so it's a 9-point game. Roberts quickly up ahead to Lloyd, down the lane, Crane, and they call the offensive foul.
That's his 3rd.
Wow. And then the technical foul.
Okay, now tell me that again.
A double technical. I'm not sure why Bear Lake got the technical. I know why the Firth player got the technical. He picked up the ball and threw it at Crane. After the offensive foul call, he chucked the ball at Crane.
Nelson picked up the technical.
But I think they called a double technical. I don't know who they called the one on Bear Lake.
Nelson out of the game, Arriaga in.
So Coach Adams did not like the technical foul call. So because the technicals, each team got one, they just don't
offset.
They don't shoot. But I'm not sure who got the one on Bear Lake.
It was Crane, because, yeah. Whoops.
And the ball comes into Hyde, who loses out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. And Bear Lake will call a timeout. They're down by 9 with 21.9 seconds left. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in, it looks like, 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing. But it's the people that make the difference.
This new brand is going to represent who we are.
Honesty, integrity, loyalty, kindness, hard work, thoroughness. Nobody would buy anything without knowing they're getting it free and clear of somebody else's debt or problems. And that's the whole purpose of a title search, is to make sure that we can ensure clear title.
And it was critical that we have a brand that really describes that.
The team at the Montpelier office of Flying S Title and Escrow are ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction and are proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Visit Flying S Title and Escrow at 469 Washington Street or call 208-847-1300. Also available at fste.com.
Here's Jared and Lisa and the SVI Sports crew with more live coverage of Bears basketball.
Bear Lake Bears trail by 9, but they have the basketball. 21.9 seconds left. And must have definitely been something that Crane said, because I didn't see him do anything to deserve that technical. Bears need some quick points here, as Lloyd will trigger from the baseline. Bears set a screen to Wright. Wright will give the ball to Roberts. Roberts will shoot the long three, leaves it short, no good. 15.3 seconds left. That's the shot they wanted. I think he was a little bit deeper than they wanted. And the Bears just ran into a buzzsaw tonight with Firth's offense, and it really hasn't been open looks. The Bears' defense has been there, and they haven't really given up wide open looks. Firth is just can't miss. And that's going to be the game, as the Bears will just let them dribble it out. The Bears will lose this one by a final score of 60-51. Let's do a quick recap because we just had a timeout. Lisa, who did the damage for the Cougars?
Sorensen finished with 21 points, and 15 of those coming from the three-point line. 14 points for Robbins, 11 for Adams, 8 for Hyde, 4 for Nelson, and 2 for Kilpack. A total of 60 points. 43% from the field tonight. 12 out of 30 from the two-point range. 11 out of 23 from the three-point range. 3 for 5 from the foul line. They finished with 28 rebounds, 19 defensive, 9 offensive rebounds. And they outscored the Bear Lake Bears 17-16 in the third period, 15-7 in the fourth period. And again, what did we decide? 9 of those. 9, so 27 points in the second half.
From three-point range.
From the three-point range. Unbelievable.
And the shooting in the second half from three-point range, they were at 25% at halftime. They end with 47%. That should tell you the shooting percentage was just amazing.
Unbelievable.
On the Bear Lake side of things.
All right, Crane finished the night with 20 points, 12 for Lloyd, 8 for Bush, 5 for Roberts, 4 for Wright, 2 for Warner, and that's a total of 51 points, 42% overall, 62% from the two-point range, 2 out of 18, 11% from the three-point line, 81% from the free throw line, 9 out of 11, a good night from the free throw line. 20 rebounds, defensive rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds, 31 total for the rebounding.
So we got Coach Ward joining us. So the good and the bad and the ugly of that game. The good is we talked about pregame. Somebody besides Bryson needed to step up to do some scoring. We saw that tonight. Roberts had a good first half. Bush had double digits. Lloyd had a good second half and scored some points. That's the good.
Yeah.
The other good is we also said that you need to shoot better from the foul line. 81%. You'll probably take that. Now here's the ugly. They could not miss. They could have anything they chucked up in the second half, and I won't even say it was bad defense. You had a hand in the face for most of them. You're not going to see too many teams that go 8 out of 11 in the second half from three-point range.
9.
Or 9 out of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just could not miss. Trying to do. There we go. Nate had your microphone turned off. They could not miss in the second half.
No, the first half, we were getting beat backside, and so we adjusted and switched the defense up, and we stopped that for the most part. But then they started hitting threes, and we had a hard time containing that, and so I had to switch and go man to try and get the pressure out, and they were still hitting them.
Yeah. I would say there was maybe 2 or 3 they did a good job of breaking down the zone to get open looks, but there was half a dozen of them with a man in their face.
I know.
Yeah, in fact, Bush, there were 2 or 3 of them over Bush. If you can shoot,
Bryson was right out there on one, and they hit it right over.
In fact, the one Sorensen hit just outside of the top of the arc, and Crane was all but touching his face.
Yep.
And it just nothing but net. It just went in.
Yeah, you can't defend
stop that.
No.
You can't stop that.
Busy weekend. 3 games, 3 days. Tomorrow Rollins or Rock Springs tomorrow. Rollins Friday and Farson Eden on Saturday.
Yes.
So good luck with that. Rock Spring, that's always the good thing about these 4 games in 4 days, it gets you prepped for district tournament time, for state tournament time, because you get to kind of experience that atmosphere with not much time to adjust.
Yes, I'm excited for it. It'll be good to get some chemistry going these next 4 days. I'm excited.
It's hard to say. You lose by 9, and I look at this as a step forward. But I saw a lot of good things from the team offensively tonight. I saw some chemistry. You changed up your starting lineup, and I felt like everybody played with a little bit more intensity, a little bit more hustle tonight. They just couldn't miss.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. We're trying to develop a bench. We're trying to get confidence in everyone. The last game against Grace, we were not confident. A lot of us weren't, and so we're trying to get the whole team confident, and I think tonight was a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. 3 guys in scoring column against Grace. Tonight you had 6 guys in the scoring column, but you had 7 of them take shots. So tons better.
Yep.
Tons better tonight.
Okay, good luck the next 3 days. Enjoy the wonderful warm weather over there in Rock Springs and Green River, Wyoming.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
All right, thanks for coming up, Coach. Yep. Good luck. Okay, so the Bears lose. A heartbreaker, mainly because they played well enough to win. There are some games that you lose because of your own effort. There are some games you lose because the other team just does everything right. And this is a game that I feel like Firth went out and won more than the Bear Lake Bears lost. So
agreed.
Anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Our next broadcast will be a week from tonight as the Snake River Panthers in town to take on the Bear Lake Bears at home at the high school. The girls and the boys both over at the Flaming Gorge Classic for the next 3 days, and good luck to them. But our next broadcast a week from tonight from Snake River. So from home. From home against Snake River. That's what I meant to say. So for Chris Pratt back in the studio, our wonderful cameraman Ray Henry, this is
Nate Matthews,
Lisa Hillier,
and Jared Hillier saying
good night, everybody.